What's up, SC Nation? So, sales engineering is the best job in the world. The question is why? Well, there are many reasons why. Actually, I wrote down 8. I started to write down the 9th, but I think I forgot and I walked away. Anyways, here are 8 reasons why sales engineering is the best job in the world. Let's start off with, obviously, number 1. Flexible hours. There are many jobs in the world right now that you're working from home, you have flexible hours, you get to do whatever it is that you want whenever you want. But previously, we had to work out of an office. Sales engineering, unless you're inside sales, we haven't had to work out of an office in a very long time. There is a point where you'd want to go into an office just to meet with other SEs and meet people around you, but that was not a requirement. The only thing that ties you down when it's sales engineering is meetings. Meeting with customers, meeting with account managers. And even then, if you're meeting with account managers, you can always move things around. You don't have to be tied down to one thing with your account manager. Customers, on the other hand, is a totally different thing. You have these meetings. However, let's take me for an example, because I know me very well, I hope. I work in the city of Ottawa, Canada. And my customers are 20 minutes away from me. Unless there's traffic, at which point my customers could be 40 an hour minutes long, I guess. 40 minutes to 60 minutes away from me. Usually during rush hour, it takes me that long, and I don't want to drive during rush hour. So I worked out with my account manager that all customer meetings, when I had to travel or drive, would happen after 10 o'clock in the morning, which means I can leave my house at 9:30 after rush hour and be wherever it is that I want to be with 10 minutes to spare. So that's one example. I was able to bypass traffic. I didn't have to drive for an hour before getting to a customer, and I would have already been working for almost an hour and a half because I start work at 8:30 all the way through 9:30 before I get out and leave. If there's something you want to do with the kids, but you also have to work on a demo, you can work on the demo later at night when they're asleep. There are so many different ways that you can work around your schedule. You don't have to work 9 to 5 anymore. You're not working at Costco or Walmart where you have to be there for a specific set of hours. This is not IT where you have to be working from 9 to 5, or there are shifts where you have to work. Although I haven't worked in IT, so maybe their schedule is different. But I've worked in network design, I've worked in support. In support, I had to be there at a certain time, leave at a certain time. In network design, I could do whenever I want, as long as I get the work done. So it's not the only job with flexible hours, but it's one of the main jobs and one of the reasons why I like this position. It's not the only reason. Let's get to the second reason. And this is unique to sales engineering or sales in general, is commission. When I worked in network design, it doesn't matter what size of the project that I'm working on. It doesn't matter how many hours I work on it. My salary remains the same. I could ask for bonuses, but bonuses were up to the whim of my manager, or at least to the strength of the manager that you're working for. If they can negotiate for a bonus for you with their management. And there are 6 other people that might want a bonus. And depending on where you work, your bonus could be tied to your team, your business unit, department, organization. There are many different ways of calculating bonuses that get complicated every time you talk to someone. Previous company, we had bonuses structured where it's dependent on how much the BU makes and then how much the company as a whole makes. The BU, we did well, we killed it. Company, lost money, $0. Commission, the more you work, the more you sell, the more money you make. It's that simple. Also, in a lot of places, commission are not capped. So if you go over quota, doesn't mean you stop getting paid. It just means you keep making more money. And in many cases, there are accelerators after you hit your quota where you're incentivized to keep selling. The third reason is we get to merge business with technology. And this is not something I thought I would enjoy as much as I actually do. Technology without a business need means nothing. Even if we come up with the greatest technology, if it doesn't solve a business problem, it means nothing. So the fact that you get to talk business with people and then solve it through technology, and you're basically merging technology, the thing you love, to actually solve real life problems, that for me is very interesting. And that's why one of the reasons I enjoy sales engineering. And when I talk to other sales engineers, they're in the same boat. They enjoy that part of the job where they're not just interacting with computers. they're actually talking to a human. And that kind of segues into the fourth reason sales engineering is the best job in the world is you're not sitting behind a desk all day. You get to change it up. Some people enjoy sitting behind a desk. That's great. I did for a while. I didn't think I would enjoy talking to customers, but the fact that I can actually do that, the fact that I can go visit customers and hopefully again I'll be able to visit customers and see them face to face. You can take a break from work. Basically, you can take a break from work while doing work. And if you get to know your customers and develop friendships with them, it's no longer work if you're talking to your friends. You could be talking about business, but it doesn't have to be in a selly way where you're trying to sell something. It could be just talking about business. There are a million blogs out there about coding, VMware, networking, about technical stuff that people just write because they enjoy writing about it. So if you talk about the same stuff with your customers, it's also fun for both people involved, or I guess all parties. And you get to learn a lot from the way they do things. As sales engineers, we have a preconceived notion of what our products should be used for. Customers might see it in a totally different way and might use it in a totally different way. And we get to learn a lot from them just by having conversations. Number 5, higher income. The closer you are to the customer, the more money you make. And the purpose of money is not just to make money, just to be clear.
It's not a liquid!
The purpose of making money is to be able to take care of the people that you care about, whether it's just yourself or the family around you or friends, whoever. And from what we've seen out there, sales engineers make a good salary. They make more than network design. I'm making more than I did as a network design engineer, as a support engineer. It's one perk that sales engineering has, is you make a good enough amount to take care of your family. That's my reasoning behind it. All I want to do is take care of my family. Sales engineering enables me to do that. Other jobs, I would have had to do a second job or something to be able to take care of my family. Number 6 is higher visibility. Whether it's from the customer side, they get to know more about you, they get to see you, they get to refer you. You have an impact on the customer's life cycle. Whether it's on your employer's side, the VP of sales, CRO, depending on how big the company or how small the company, you would have visibility to product management, marketing. Whereas if you're in support or in IT, you're not visible to anybody, mostly. You're just solving your own problems, you're visible to your team might appreciate you, but the company as a whole might think you're replaceable. When you're a sales engineer, although you could be replaceable, you have more visibility, more of an opportunity to make an impact and make yourself replaceable. I was going to say reproducible. Unreplaceable. And then you have from the competitor's side. You get visibility. They start knowing you. That's how I got my job at my current company, because I was working for the competitor. I was doing well against the competitor. Let's just put it that way. They asked the customers about me. We have common customers. And I was able to find a better job. So there's another reason why you'd want to be a sales engineer. It's easier to get visibility from competitors when you're working with the same customers versus when you're in the back working from the shadows, if you will. 7 is you learn a lot of life lessons from being a sales engineer, and I'm going to have a totally separate video about the life lessons I've learned from sales engineering, but here's a quick summary. One, you learn negotiation, you learn patience, you learn persuasion, you learn why. That word, why it is so powerful. I'm just gonna leave it at that so that you watch the next video and I won't repeat myself. Number 8, it's a competitive landscape. Generally speaking, you're not the only company selling a certain solution. There are other companies out there trying to sell a similar solution to the same customer set. Now, if there weren't any competitors out there, we'd all sit back on our laurels and just say, hey, there's no one else to buy from, they're gonna buy from us. For example, Tesla, there was no competitors for a long time. Now, I don't know if they sat on their laurels, I don't think Tesla did, but they could have, and they would have been selling the same amount. But competitiveness actually makes us work harder, work better. I don't want to lose to my competitors. I still have friends from the old company that I like and I enjoy and I admire. I don't want to lose against them. It's not because I don't like them. It's just because I don't like losing. And that makes me want to work harder. That pushes me to find ways to be a better sales engineer. It pushes me to work with my customers and help them solve their problems. Another reason sales engineering is the best job in the world is I get to choose to hit the like button. And I hope you do for this video. So that's it. These are 8 reasons why I think sales engineering is the best job in the world. If you're a sales engineer, let me know below why you think sales engineering is the best job in the world. And if you don't, why not? And if you're not a sales engineer, let me know what you think. Are you interested in this role? Is this something you see yourself doing going forward? So hit like, share, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff, and I will see you next time. Peace.